It seems like someone here is being bribed and they have to keep a promise. And this is almost like a secret that they're finding it hard. They're finding it hard because they're so worried that someone will find out. Specifically, someone in the collective will find out. The other cards that came out was SEX shop and anger management. So someone here did something because they weren't getting it at home. They weren't getting any jiggy at home. So they went out and done something. And someone here knows about this and they're not worried about like getting arrested. They're not worried about the illegal, I can't say the word. They're not worried about it being illegal because they already know what's happened. They know all angles and they are now blackmailing or bribing, blackmailing, whatever you want to call it, this person to keep a promise, keep a secret. Crazy. Okay. So keeping a promise, this may be to somebody that they were in a romantic connection with before. We have police, but the first one that came out was I already know the tea. And then it was I can't say the word, insecure. There we go. I think I'm getting a migraine because my words go all wishy-washy and weird when I'm about to have a migraine. We have police as well in reverse. Let's see what's at the bottom. SEX shop is still there. Okay. So, or maybe they were caught in the act doing something weird and this person has caught them. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know what's going on here. We have getting a room. And it says hotel, motel, suite, business and pleasure, and then SEX shop. This person may have been getting serviced by SEX workers. There's something here about having a personal kink. And this may have been while they were in a relationship with you. This may have been while, you know, there's some sort of connection to you. Like, why would they want to keep that to themselves? I mean, you do you know, your energy is yours to share or keep to yourself. But look, I keep opening it to SEX shop. And we've got watching the ish go down, enjoying the gossip. Did you want this one to come out? Yep, I've been told yes. And I was shown a massive tick over it. Like this is going to be maybe the focus. Any more? Yes, okay. What else? What else do we need to know on the table? That's too many. On the table, if there's any more that need to come out from this deck, thank you. Emotional intelligence really wanted to come out as well. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, there's definitely embarrassment coming in here, or shame. Embarrassment or shame. They do not want you to figure out. They may be scared that you already have figured out something here. Trash, throwing away, getting rid of and tossing out. And then you've got recording in reverse. So they may have recorded themselves, or they may have a recording of somebody else, some sort of weird kink here, and they really don't want other people finding out. Okay, where would you like me to go? Oh, straight over here. Okay, let's do it. Now I've got a couple in here that should not be there, so let me just pop that one over there. And let me introduce myself. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot 111. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. It's always good to have new faces. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. I'm going to be ringing this bell just to cleanse the space around us. It can get loud though, so if you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and in 1. Okay, let's see. 5 of Swords is coming out straight away to the 2 of Wands. Yeah, there was some sort of argument here about how to progress, how to go forward, how to do something here. Without a doubt. Whoever this is that they're keeping a promise to, they're being manipulated. They're being coerced. This person may be very good at, they may be like the Queen of Cups in reverse, very good at manipulating, very good at pulling people's heartstrings. Yeah, it's a romantic couple of some sort, but I don't feel like that either it's a secret, their relationship is a secret, or they're in like a situationship. Now, these cards do not want to go together. That's interesting. They're in like a situationship, or there's no proper label is what I'm getting here. Yeah. Because you have the Knight of Cups, and then you have in lack of dependence or independence, excuse me, with the 9 of Pentacles coming out here. Caring for those who are vulnerable. What's going on? Tell me, please. What do we need to know about keeping a promise? Okay, Three of Wands, an expectation. This is an expectation. They expect them to keep their promise, to keep their word, to keep something a secret. And I heard, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But that wasn't the end of it. It's almost like I'm being shown the part where it's just kind of like we can help each other out. But I feel like there is the air of a threat there. Almost like if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If you don't, I will rip you to shreds. That's the energy that's coming through. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Already knowing the tea. This is somebody who may have connections into the police force or into the FBI. They could have connections. And when I say connections, it could be like their dad is an FBI agent or their mum works on the reception of police or something along those lines. Tell me about I already know the tea. Okay, this person may be very worried that you already know. The Empress is coming out. Okay, so this is kind of putting you in like an empowered energy, or it's putting someone here in an empowered energy. Okay. Yeah, knowing this information seems to make this person feel very secure in that they are not going to be the one that goes down for anything here. If anything, they can expose something here when it comes to the police or when it comes to any kind of governing body, and they know that they could just look, they're going to watch this ish go down and enjoy the gossip. Wow. Okay, so this person already has someone blackmailing them because they know. They may also be worried that because you hold a lot of emotional intelligence like this person here, that you may actually stumble onto the truth. I heard of the crime or the truth of the nasty crime. You have the Five of Cups coming out here. So the Five of Cups here is a loneliness, sadness, you know, it's not grief per se, but it's not, there's no happiness there. I mean, look at her. She's crying over spilt milk or spilt wine or whatever it may be here. Someone is literally setting up the dominoes so that they can knock them down and watch as absolute chaos just erupts. Absolutely erupts. So who is this that we're talking about? Is this an ex? Up for yes, down for no. No. So we're not talking about an ex here. This is just someone that you know, either in the present or in the past. This person hiding their secret. The Hermit being in reverse is coming outside of your comfort zone. It can also be a Virgo in their dark side. So this could be a dark empath. The thing is, we call them a dark empath, but really, my personal opinion is they're not a dark empath. You're either empathetic and you feel other people's feels and you are sensitive to that, or you're not. You're not. Seriously, because you can feel other people's feels and still be an a-hole. That's called being just an a-hole with narcissistic traits, right? We have here the Knight of Swords coming through. Okay. All right, tell me about already knowing the tea. Someone is very worried that you already know the tea. Yeah, this is money. This person's getting paid. This, do you know what? I feel like the person who already has this information, you're on their radar in some way. You're literally on their radar. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. We're looking at a legacy, or we're looking like a large amount of money. Something that can really... it's like a settlement. Someone asking for a settlement or asking for a large amount of money. Accusations are coming out. Trouble and accusations. This is like whatever it is that this person that you know from your past is into, they're trying to drag you into it. They're worried that in the way that they're worried that you're going to know what this is and that you may expose them. So instead of just going, do you know what, I'm going to hide it even further, they're like, I'm going to hide this even further, but I'm also going to try and point the finger towards you. Why am I getting like an old uni friend or an old college friend, whole old high school graduate? We got the 10 of Cups coming out here. So this could be family as well, or people that you saw as family. They're not worried about their friends and family finding out about what they're doing. They feel quite smug, actually. You've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out as well. So they're exposing some sort of fraud or something to do, a scam to do with money. A scam to do with money here. Watching Ish go down and enjoying the gossip. Okay, what have we got here? Ace of Swords. But then they'll lie to your face about it and be like, of course I don't enjoy this. Of course I don't enjoy this. I do think that whoever this person is that is stressed out by, I think it's your accuracy and your intuition. Like your psychic connection to the divine is very, very, very strong. And I'm seeing like this white light coming from someone's head, and it's beaming out from earth into like the universe, and there's purple around it. So someone here has the violet flame around them. You have the Knight of Pentacles coming out here. This person goes through certain cycles and does the same thing over and over. It reminds me of like this YouTuber, and I cannot remember his name, but he plays both like the evil genius and the other guy. And the other guy that just comes in and is like, oh, how are you today? And he's like, I'm going to go shopping. It's like, oh, that's wonderful. And the whole way through, it's always it's always like 60 seconds or whatever. He starts off really happy and jovial, and the other guy's like, okay, why are you so happy? And it ends up with this guy just being so psychotic in what it is that he's going to do, just to wind other people up. And it shows like a cutaway from the, you know, the evil genius to the other guy, and the other guy is like progressively sweating the further it goes along. And that's what I'm getting here. Somebody who I don't know if they got like antisocial something behavior, something. It's like the newer label for being a psychopath. And I mean, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychoanalyst, I cannot diagnose anyone in any way, shape or form, but that's the energy that is giving me here. That you have two people, and one of them is really, really, really concerned that you are going to figure something out. They're already being blackmailed by whoever this person is. This person has like a real menacing smile as well. They think that they are really clever. They enjoy watching other people squirm. Yeah, look. You have the High Priestess though to the Ace of Cups coming out in reverse. This person, maybe they may have their eyes on you simply because it's a power play, in that they want to be the only one that can dangle like the carrot over this person's face and be like, cough up, pay up. They don't want you to be speaking your truth on something because it kind of takes away the value of what they're doing. Does that make sense? Okay. Now let me have a look at this one here. Justice is coming out. We also have the Page of Wands. There's something about this person being monitored, or the person who's being blackmailed is being monitored, but they are monitoring in like a really gentle kind of walk on eggshells way, because we have the Page of Wands in reverse, which is a lack of risk. This is being very, very cautious, taking your time, not acting stupid, not acting like an idiot, not being spontaneous, really going through the motions. And I did get that there's some sort of connection here, either into the police, into a court system. And that's why this person who's bribing feels so untouchable. But they're looking at you like you are competition, like you are taking away the validity that they have of being a menace. You have the World card coming out here. Well, something's about to end. Something is about to end. This promise cannot be kept for too long. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles. Thank you. We have the Temperance coming out here. Okay. It feels like the more that you speak your truth on something here, the more it's going to bring full circle almost like karma to those who need to be dealt karma, and it's going to help you with your karma. And I'm not saying that like it's, you know, that person's going to get negative karma and that person, just it's going to even something out here that was out of equilibrium for a very long time. Tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. The lack of insecurity in this family. Okay, I know that's the Devil card. Yeah, you have the Devil card coming out here. They feel like they've been absolved of their sins. They feel like they've been absolved of their sins. They do not feel like anything can be... They feel untouchable. They literally feel untouchable. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. The Tower's coming out here. So something's going to be exposed. And I don't know if you expose this through, it could be the blogs, vlogs, singing, art. Could be that you're on YouTube as well. There's something here that is going to expose to the police what this person from your past has done. And also almost like a domino effect. They set up the dominoes themselves, didn't they? Now they're going to knock down. They're going to enjoy watching all this gossip and stuff and not realize that they're also center focus. They're also center focus on this. Yeah. You have the King of Swords coming out. You also have the King of Pentacles. So we have a lot of illegal transactions happening here when it comes to finances. When it comes to finances. Oh my goodness. It does feel like it's more than just like a little bit of money. It feels like it's embezzlement. It's large. It's really, really big. And someone here is just sitting here like the cat that's got the cream and doesn't feel like there's any consequences that are going to come to them. But they want to take you out of the running. Tell me about that Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Got the Knight of Wands. Something coming to an end. Yeah, this is abruptly gonna come to an end. Abruptly, them watching people squirm and get caught for certain things and lording over that is going to end very, very quickly. I heard the investigation will take a hit. What does that mean? And I heard one of the providers was lying. So there may be some in-house corruption going on. We have the Sun in reverse. Okay. So this is very much creeping in the shadows. What we do not see, what is done in the dark. Lack of growth here. Yeah, this person has not changed. They seem to do the same thing over and over and over again. We have the Magician coming out here with a lot of resources. A lot of alchemization coming in for someone here. We have Judgment also. We have Judgment there. I feel like you're going to be given the spotlight on something here. Because whatever it is that this person is doing that feels untouchable, and how they're doing it to many people, they're doing it to... Once they have someone's secret, it's like they use that against them. They know... They get people to trust them. And then when they find out what their weakness is, they use it against them for financial gain. And I feel like they're going to try and do something towards you because this person is so arrogant. They're so arrogant in being protected from... They feel like they're above the law, but they're not seeing something coming towards them. They literally aren't. Look at the Two of Wands. Something is definitely progressing. We have Temperance coming forward. We have the Empress. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Or already knowing the tea. You may already know this. You may already have inklings of what's going on here, who this involves. Like, because you know what? I was thinking also there is the energy of 10 steps ahead. You are 10 steps ahead of something here. Dreams are really important right now. Write your dreams down. And I'm not just talking about your dreams that you have at nighttime. I mean the things that you aspire to achieve, because I think that they're going to connect in some way. Tell me about the Devil, please. The Star is coming out here. So we have something happening quite virally. Something happening online. They don't feel like something's going to happen to them because they've like publicly done something online, which is supposed to bring them together as a family. You have the Four of Swords coming out here. Rest, reflection, but also can be exhaustion. Okay. This person who is blackmailing someone that you know from the past, they are well known online. They may be an online celebrity. You may see them on TV shows. There's something about them, just they have a big following, for example, or they have like a really big fan club. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out here. Stopping some sort of pattern. Something's going to stop or end. It's almost like a raid's going to happen. You know something already, and it's going to freak them out. We have got the Five of Pentacles here. Hard drive. I heard something about a hard drive. There's going to be a raid, and somebody who is like really well known, it could be on YouTube, Instagram, something along those lines. They're going to be caught with stuff on a hard drive, which looks at fraudulent taking money, stealing money, embezzling money. And it's not just that, it's like they're taking money from people that they know are already down on their luck. So they're looking like such evil, evil suckers, evil, evil people. And it's going to be like outed or leaked online, and people are going to see it, and that's it. That's them done. What can they... Listen, I knew the Queen of Cups was going to come out. You've got the Eight of Swords coming out here as well. There is some sort of plan here to try and take some sort of finance from you, or take some sort of abundance from you as well. Like I heard teach you a lesson. Teach you a lesson. Teach you a lesson being that on point, or being that accurate, or having intuition that's proper, like clocked into the divine. How dare you be you? They're going to get caught red-handed. Red-handed. Okay. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Birth of a concept of, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay. It does feel like whoever this is, they've got a lot of, their fingers are in a lot of pies that have been kind of forced into them, rather than it kind of been like, this is my pie, would you like to share with me and we'll make more pies? It's this person dangling the carrot of, I know your secret, so now you have to let me put my finger in your pie. That sounds so bad, and I'm so sorry. We're not fingering pies here. But you know what I mean, right? It's like a forced connection with loads of people, and this person is like the puppet master. But the birth or conception of a child or enterprise is going to really anger them. They just see you as competition. They see you as absolute flipping competition. And they want to knock you down a couple of pegs. It says here dissatisfaction with life is coming through. So they may be playing a massive facade of having everything that they want, but they don't. And there's some sort of public humiliation that's going to happen. Someone will gossip all about your secrets is coming out here. And you also have, you are highly thought of. And lastly, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. There you go. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you the confirmation and clarity that you needed and that you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more of my content and when I post, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see exactly that and when I do post. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay awesome. I will see you in the next one. Bye.